I think, to be honest, we got baited in stage one. I think if we hadn't almost made it to Toronto, and if we hadn't been up 11-9 on Pearl on those last two rounds, if these things hadn't happened, we would have been band-aiding and fixing different things going into stage two, maybe even a roster change like Leviathan did.
With the jaw one, which, by the way, was fucking sick.
Was it good?
No, that was a fun one. Nah, it's not chill. Like, what? You didn't watch it with the whole playoff schedule and everything? Nah, but yeah, everyone's talking about that sugar-free thing.
What about it? What did we say?
Because you were like, it was between jaw or sugar-free for that role. And I didn't realize that at the time it was the Overwatch player.
Yeah, sugar-free.
And I was
Overwatch
like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Wait,
Damn.
was it wait, what's crazy about it? I'm not getting the context here.
No, it's because he's like a main Overwatch figure. And
Yeah.
I kind of forgot that he had a Valorant arc, honestly.
Well, he at that time he was he didn't have a Valorant arc because he wasn't on any teams or anything, but he was good friends with Boostio, and he was playing on the side, and he was just untapped potential talent. But after I think he started making a shit ton of money in Overwatch right after.
Yeah.
So he was deciding whether to accept an Overwatch contract or pursue Valorant. But is he still playing Overwatch right now? I have no idea.
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think he's a content creator. So I think he's only like 19 or like 20.
He was fucking young, like 3 years ago. So he's still a little kid. Because from what I understand at that time, a bunch of orgs in Overwatch just was waiting for him to turn of age.
Yeah.
And they were just all waiting to sign him. So it's interesting lore.
Yeah, no, always fun. Just getting history lessons. You and Fraud especially are the ones that always ask about those things. 3, 2, 1, snap. Wait, how old are you, Potter? Because I feel like I'm not that much younger than you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you are.
I'm 28. Yeah, wait. What's the?
Oh shit. Well, how old do you think I am? Or how young do you think I am?
I thought you were like 33.
No, man. I wish. Dude, when I was 33, I was still playing Valorant for EG. I was still in my prime, dude. I was fucking frying in the server.
Yeah, I remember that. The IGL arc with the mixed roster.
Shit. No, I am turning 39 this year, my friend.
39?
I'm turning 39 this year.
Wait, so you're the same exact age as Fraud?
Yes, we're old as fuck. Yeah, no, me and Danny go way back. Like we grew up in the olden time, the early 2000s. The early 2000s when we had CRT monitors.
Yeah.
Lugging around. I had a case. I had straps that I used to connect to my tower and my monitor to be able to go to BOIOC lands. A huge, I don't even know how many pounds these CRT monitors weighed, but yeah, that's how old we are.
Probably a lot.
That's how old we are.
Yeah, no, it was always fun just asking about that stuff because I remember back in your early CS days with the CLG Red, you honestly had so many different arcs. Yo, actually, okay, I'm genuinely curious because what made you want to go from like the analyst work with the Counter-Strike stuff? I just thought you were going to be done with pro player. Then you decide, no, I want to be an IGL. You know, I feel like I could be this game's Garrigan. Like, what made you think about that?
Well, I think a lot of us got baited when Valorant came out and COVID happened.
Okay.
And because truly, at that time in 2020, not only did I make a comeback in Valorant, but all my old ass friends made comebacks in Valorant as well. 2020 was just such a weird time. When I think back on it, it's like I was in a simulation because all these faces that I played Counter-Strike with in the early 2000s was making a comeback because no one was working. Yeah. This brand new game just came out that was so similar to Counter-Strike. So yeah, I was gaming with friends that I hadn't gamed with in decades when Valorant came out. So that's what drew the spark. And of course, I had a lot of fun. Yeah. And I was addicted, and I still am addicted and obsessed. So I think it all kind of starts with that.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell. I mean, it was like 2 interviews ago before with you. You're talking about how, man, I just have a great base for the tactical FPS stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna train my players to learn like the Phoenix sounds in case that ever happens. It seems like you just have a genuine passion for just tactical FPS.
Yeah.
Do you like the technical aspects of game more as a coach, or do you like the part of watching your players grow?
A mixture of both, for sure. A mixture of both. You know, now that I've, it's definitely a mixture of both. I would say it's definitely most rewarding seeing your players grow, and you grow with them. And that's kind of been my experience. But also when the technical stuff works out and you get to see the things that you cooked come to fruition, it is very exciting. So it's definitely a mixture of both.
Yeah. Were there any things this year that you felt like that was something that you're specifically working on and you were like, I got it. Like, I really landed with this one?
Almost. I would say almost. And it's really unfortunate. You know, in 2024, I did a lot of focus on not so much the fundamentals. This year, it was a lot of the fundamentals with this squad. It was very similar to the champions winning roster in 23. In 22, we focused a lot on getting loose and just seeing the vision with each other, synergizing. And then in 23, we focused a lot on the refining our fundamentals so that we could be ready when the time came. And it was very similar with this roster. I guess something that I saw pay off hugely for us was spending a lot of time one-on-ones with each player. You know, I'll put Ye, for example. It sucks that we couldn't win. We were so fucking close. But I'm really proud of what I witnessed this year with Ye. When he first joined the team, it was clear that he was behind. He was behind on the meta and behind on just being on a new team without having 4 best in slot teammates. That was always going to set him up for a bunch of plays. I think he struggled finding his identity on a team that wasn't in the chamber meta, and I'm proud of how much progress we made. It was a challenge. It was very challenging all year long. And I'm proud of my core. You know, Derek, Superman, and Nature, we put in a lot of work for the past 2 years. And I feel extra disappointed that we couldn't prove ourselves when it mattered. I got to take the blame on myself for that. I think Nature did so much work and sacrificed so much, especially this year for the whole team. And it's unfortunate that the game plan didn't work out. It didn't work out for him. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because Superman, Nature, and Derek, these 3 put in so much work for Icy and Ye to be able to shine. So it sucks.
Yeah, no, I want to ask about that core specifically because it seemed like it was one that was special, primarily in the sense that it was, again, a core that a lot of people didn't have as many expectations. But then there were some really cool things. And I know 2025 was the one where we got to really see it come together with the run to almost Toronto. But even in 2024, I feel like people were seeing glimpses of that where, honestly, I think if you make playoffs, I think there isn't like a shot at you being able to make champs. After having been with them for 2 years, what was it like for them? What are things that people don't really get to see about them that you wish people got to know?
Ooh, I'll start with Superman. This guy, you saw glimpses of it in map 2 on Corrode. He was fucking owning them. Going through halls at A. He was working them. But unfortunately, you know, something about Superman is he's such a team player. He's incredibly talented and incredibly smart, high IQ in the game, but he wants his team to win. He wants everything to work out for his teammates. And so if we're not all on the same page and we're not a well-oiled machine, it'll affect his game. And you can see it constantly where, for instance, Bind, our first map, he wasn't able to play his game. And it's unfortunate. That's been my focus all year, is to help him learn when to be more selfish and learn when to stop trying to play for his teammates and secure his kill. Because for Superman, truly, this year and last year, our secret weapon has always been him. Anytime we DM or go into a team deathmatch together as a team, whether it was last year's roster or this year's roster, nobody wants to play with Superman because he's so fucking good. If you go into a DM with Superman, you're not going to be able to play. He's just going to end the DM in ×2 speed, get the 40 kills, and you didn't even get to play the DM. So we have an ongoing running inside joke on the team that, wait, Fott's in this DM? Get me out, right? So, because he's so good. So that's something you don't know about Fott. Nature, he's incredibly just stoic. This guy, I wish that I could have done more for Nature to be more independent, because he's also the same way as Superman, where he wants the team to work. And it's a double-edged sword when you're doing this, because when you're trying to grow together and you're constantly problem solving and working together, you need a little bit of luck and timing, just like in life. And unfortunately, we didn't have that timing and luck for us on our side. But we did all the right moves. We had the right pieces. And it didn't work. But going on, I'm getting all sappy. Derek is incredible. His energy, what you see on his stream from Derek is what you get in real life. And that's really special. It rarely ever happens that way, where who you are on camera and who you are in your highest moments and the lowest moments is who you are in general. And that's Derek. And he's an amazing teammate. Any team wants a Derek on their team. Yeah. So he's amazing. And Icy and Ye, these two had, Icy had a lot of success last year with G2. Ye, a completely different story. We all had a chance to rewrite. God damn it. I wish we could redo this day today, Sage. I wish we could go back and replay Bind. That's what I want to do.
When you say replay Bind, you mean just remove it from the map, or like?
No, replay it. Replay map 1 Bind.
All right.
I know I was asked by Liz,
Yeah.
why did we let Bind through? But it was obvious they were going to pick Bind. We knew exactly. Yeah. One of the great things about knowing what your opponent, obviously we know they were going to pick Bind. It was going to be Haven or Bind, and I knew it was going to be Bind. We prepared for it. We didn't play how we scrimmed at all. So I wish we could go back in time and redo Bind.
Well, I don't know if it changes since the season's over, but like, what are the things that you would have changed with it? Is it just, do you feel like the comms were getting messier, or do you think the actual strats were getting lost?
I think, to be honest, we got baited in stage 1. I think if we hadn't almost made it to Toronto, and if we hadn't been up 11-9 on Pearl on those last 2 rounds, if these things hadn't happened, we would have been band-aiding and fixing different things going into stage 2, maybe even a roster change like Leviathan did. A lot of these teams had a different kind of push going into stage 2 because they were able to identify that one small change that would have really complemented their other 4 players. And not saying we would have done a roster change, but I am saying we got baited. We baited ourselves with how close we were in stage 1. And that really ruined, unfortunately, and that's on me, our prep going into stage 2, because, we were the underdogs. It would be different if we almost made it in stage 1 while being the better team and we failed. But we almost made it in stage 1 because we were the underdogs. Yeah. G2 was always the better team. And we had things that we had to work on, regardless of how close we were in stage 1. And we just, So I think we got baited. We got baited in stage 1. Sucks.
Yeah, well, I want to compound on that more from a human perspective of everything like that. When you go from this situation of this underdog roster that then in the middle of the season, it's like, oh my God, we're actually making some amazing strides. We're almost at Toronto. Now people even see us as a realistic shot at just making champs. And honestly, probably like even that conversation for being one of the favorites just because of champs. From that human perspective, how harrowing is that? going from that juxtaposition where you have this period where you almost make it, and then it comes to, fuck, a lot of our stuff is really getting shown to light, and that's it. It's yeah.
It sucks, but if I were to let things like that affect me, I would not have been in esports for as long as I have, right? And I mean, just thinking back on the 2023 roster, like we weren't even in it until a coach knifed MIBR, and all of a sudden we made it to Tokyo, and winning one match on stage at a LAN, at a Masters, completely changed the whole team dynamic. It lit a spark, all the things that everyone already knows, right? So it is crazy, the differences and the highs and lows that you experience as a competitor. But yeah, I guess your priority just has to be clear. And mine has always been clear. It's the competition is still winning. I'm still obsessed. Mm-hmm. And no matter, even earlier today, I still believed that we were going to make it to champions. Mm-hmm. It wasn't sitting back right now, it sounds silly. But no, I truly believed that we would have made it to champions. And if this pistol round on map 1, the 3v2, like there's so many different things that would have set off what does that affect when a cannon event, a chain of events, the domino effect would have been different. So it sucks. It sucks.
I really appreciate your time. Always good chats with you. I feel like I always enter philosophical interviews with you, so it's always a fun thing. I remember we were in there, and back when I didn't even do video, and then we were just absolutely vibing out, just talking. Well, I want to give you this mic kind of just to speak to Evo Geniuses fans, or just even the Valorant community. You know, like you obviously probably don't even know what's next for you, but like just talk to them. Where's your head at?
Sure. I will say that thank you guys so much for all the support and energy. I love Valorant. I love the Valorant community. I hope that as we go throughout the year, we can be a little more kind to each other. I hope you guys can be kind to my players in this year, kind to all the players moving forward. The grass is never greener on the other side. I promise. And yeah, I think we need to gas up our players even more. Let's gas each other up. Mm-hmm. That's all.
All right. Awesome, Potter. As always, pleasure.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone. Peace.